We're standing in the kitchen at Unit 4, Number 9 Golf Road, which has just benefited hugely by the magic touch from the renovation team headed by James Goran.
So we've had this townhouse for, since 1974, I think. We were looking at refreshing it. It hasn't been touched since the 70s. There was a place down the road that was for sale, and we were talking to the agent, and the agent was asking us what we wanted to do with our place, and we didn't really have an answer for that, and he came and had a look, and he suggested James. So we got James in, and we actually kind of did it as a little bit of a test. So I had a pretty reasonable idea of what I wanted to do, but we sort of just let James freeball it basically and give us ideas of what he wanted to do, and a lot of the ideas that he wanted to do we'd already considered, and we sort of just went from there. We decided that it was a great idea to let him renovate the house, and it made my life a lot easier as well. Yeah.
James has been one of the most practical, common sense, full of information person, and we feel that we've totally done the right thing. We just don't feel that we made any mistakes. It's actually improved the whole place so much that we wouldn't have actually been able to come up with those ideas ourselves.
James comes from an engineering background, and James had all these systems in place. He had a team in place. He clearly had a procedure for dealing with jobs like this. And so James was kind of walking us through his procedures, how he handles projects, all the systems, his team. He was throwing numbers out there, and everything that he was saying was basically exactly what we wanted to hear. Now the problem with that is sometimes it's too good to be true, but once he got going, he delivered everything that he promised, and there was no issues, no problems. It was all just very, very straightforward. There was a fair amount riding on this for me. It's always a little bit different doing work for family, and especially if it's a place that your parents are potentially thinking of moving into. You really want to sort of get it right. So I was going the extra yard to try and make it perfect for them. And so James helping me to do that definitely made my life a lot easier, and I think we've achieved that. They're blown away.
Fantastic job. I'm totally happy, absolutely happy, right? We are.
Of course.
All of us.
Absolutely.
All four of us,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about doing something like this, don't worry. Just talk to the guys who do it every day, and you won't have any problems. No worries at all. Thank you.
I've got a house in Riviera, and I'm looking at getting him to snazzy that up. Honestly, I'd just use him perpetually if I had the properties and the money. James is fantastic. Yeah, I'd have no hesitation recommending him.